Aloha. So I just got back from a 10-day trip to Maui, and it was absolutely beautiful. I loved every minute of it. It was actually the longest vacation I've taken in almost 25 years. So, being a reptile breeder and doing a lot of this myself, I just don't have a whole lot of time to escape and, get away from here. So yeah, it was really, really nice. I feel awesome. And I came back to, I think, 15 clutches of eggs that were laid. Actually, it was 16 clutches of eggs laid and 8 clutches hatched. And I've got 4 clutches here. I'm going to show them to you. And I'm really looking at them for the first time right now as well. So these have all hatched, and I've got a lot more clutches incubating, a lot more that are starting to hatch now too. So we'll have a lot of really, really cool stuff to show over the summer here. Okay, so like I said, we're just all looking at these eggs for the first, or these babies for the first time right now. First ones I'm going to show you is a whole pile of pieds. Okay, this clutch was produced from Orange Dream Yellow Belly Pied bred to Pastel Pied. Some of them are pretty easy to identify, but others are going to be a little difficult. And I'm not going to really go through each one and try to ID them, because I don't want this video to take 2 hours. But just wanted to show you guys the type of stuff I'm hatching out here this year, at least very early on in the hatching season. So that's the first clutch. Nice big group of babies. Obviously a lot of them have pastel. These 3 have pastel now. This one has pastel. These 2 have pastel. These 2 don't. So I just got to figure out which ones of these have yellow belly in them, which I can tell this one does. This one does. This one's too high white to be sure, but I would say it probably does as well. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. This is an Orange Dream Yellow Belly. This is just a regular Orange Dream. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I'll go through all these later. Hopefully I'll get these up and available on the website fairly soon. Okay, so I'm going to go through the next ones. Okay, this next clutch is from a GHI Clown Het Hypo bred to a pastel lesser clown that's Het Hypo. These guys have been hatched out for a few days, or they've been shed for a few days already, so they're getting a little snappy right now. Usually the babies are very calm when they first hatch, then once they shed and they go a couple days and they want to get fed, that's when they start getting a little ornery. So this is just a normal clown. This is a GHI Clown. This is a GHI Clown. So a good indicator for the GHI Clowns is that they always have this pattern on their necks. And also the color is a little bit different than on the regular clowns too. This one I'm having a little bit of a hard time with. It doesn't quite have the typical GHI Clown pattern, but it doesn't really look like a lesser clown. Like the pattern of this one actually looks like a GHI, and this is obviously a hypo too. So I'm not 100% sure what this one is. I think it's a GHI hypo clown, but it might be a GHI lesser hypo clown. It does have some of a little bit of the markings of a GHI clown on the back, but I would expect the GHI clown to be a little bit darker than this too. So I'm not 100% sure on this one, but pretty cool snake, and I'm sure this one will end up being a holdback. I'll have to breed it to a regular hypo clown and see if I can isolate the genes that are in that snake. Okay. The next one here, this is a really cool clutch from what I've seen. This is from an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Fire Pied, and then I also bred a Bongo Pied to a GHI pied. So this is what came out of these. So the problem with having fire in pieds, it's not always a problem. It really helps the color a lot, but it does tend to give you a really high white pied. So like these are so high white, it's actually a little bit difficult to tell for sure what would be in them. And this one right here came out of a really small egg. So I'll have to feed that one extra small meals. So this one I think is the most important snake in this clutch. So I think that that's an Orange Dream GHI pied, but I can't figure out what is making the head so dark. There's a chance this could be a Bongo GHI pied, but I'm not sure because none of these other babies in this clutch show anything about Bongo, and they all show traits from the Orange Dream Fire Yellow Belly. So is it possible that these four were fathered by one male and this one was fathered by another? And none of these, well, this one I think is a GHI, this one's not. These two are kind of too high white to tell for sure. So yeah, this one's going to be a little bit of a mystery. I really, really like this one. I love that really dark head, and the body coloration is just really, really cool too. But like I said, I don't know. Is this a GHI Orange Dream pied, or does it have yellow belly in it? I don't see the yellow belly marking, so I doubt it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see. This one's a male, so I can just breed that to a normal pied and figure out what all the babies are, because I'll get, you know, single gene and hopefully double gene versions are from him bred to a normal pied. Okay, last clutch. Okay, here is I bred a Dreamsicle to what was either a yellow belly or specter double het, and the female looked like a specter to me, and I actually had a friend of mine confirm that with me too. Well, that's pied, het lavender, of course. And these two are either yellow belly or specter pieds. I'm sorry, not pieds. Yellow bellies or specters that are double hats. Now this one looks pretty yellow belly-ish to me, and so does this one. But these are most likely specters that are hat pied. And then I got this lavender albino here. And then this is the star of this clutch. So this is either a specter or a yellow belly Dreamsicle. And like I said, I'm almost positive that the mother of this clutch is a specter het pied. I produced for her by breeding a Dreamsicle to a super stripe, so all the babies would either be specter or yellow belly. And I have one that's actually going to lay a clutch any day now that's a definite yellow belly double het, and then the mother of this clutch looks like a specter double het to me. All right, well, that's all I've got for now. Those are the first the four clutches that hatched and shed since I left on my vacation, and I've got 4 more that are shed, or they're hatched and they're starting to kind of go into sheds right now. So I'll probably show you guys some of those next week, and it's going to start snowballing from here. You know, I got so many clutches in the incubator right now, and we're going to have a lot of cool stuff to show you. So anyway, if you want to see what I have available right now, go to royalconstrictordesigns.com, and you can see individual pictures of probably 500 different snakes. Also, make sure to check out our Patreon. You can see some exclusive videos, a lot of really cool breeding tips and genetic information, and it's just a really fun thing. So make sure to check that out at patreon.com. Just search for Royal Constrictor. And yeah, please like and subscribe as well. And that's about it. I'll be back again soon with more.